So here we're going to see exactly what we're tracking per device. Okay, love it.
So this is the details view. Now the fields we have for an asset do change a little depending on the asset type. So if it's a Chromebook, then there's going to be different fields, say to a softball net, because like, typically speaking, your desk chairs, softball nets, they don't have operating systems and sort of memory and CPU. Broadly, the kind of core fields are the same. So in terms of identification, so serial numbers, asset tags, who has the asset, where the asset is, the asset life cycle, and purchase information. Those fields they apply to broadly all of your assets within VIZOR.
So this one, okay, so the first thing that jumps out at me for sure that I want to mention here is the fact that, this device, if we scan it with the scan the device's barcode in VIZOR, it'll pop this up. And the first thing we're going to see is that it's allocated to somebody. In this case, it's allocated to Brendan Bryan, who's a student at the Byron High School. There are a couple fields, though, Dean, that I kind of want to focus in on a little bit more. First of all, there's a responsible field inside of VIZOR that tells us who it was. So we set these devices to be responsible for this specific person. And then that person, so in this case, we've got Michael Downer, who's the responsible. And so that person sets the devices that are received that have been, let's say, transferred to him, or that he's received after being in transit from either a different location or from the manufacturer. And then he sets all of those devices in bulk to in storage, meaning they were received. And then we're time stamping that information as well so that you know exactly when they were received by Michael Downer. Yeah, anything else on this particular tab, Dean?
I think computer details tab is interesting. In fact, we've surfaced a few of those fields here. So the serial number, the OU, that data is coming from Google Admin, the model as well. And in fact, there's some more Google Admin fields here. So we can see the version of the operating system, who logged into the device last.
Yeah, that's a big one. So recent users, I know that's a really important one for a lot of districts. They want to be able to see who recently logged in. So recent users, the most recent user, the last logged in user, that's a great one. I know there's lots of functionality around that one as well that we have in terms of reporting on devices that were logged into by users other than the assigned user and things like that. So that's great to know. The other one that's often sort of asked about here is the OS version. So we're getting that one as well. We're getting the OS version displayed for us right here in this view as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And another field which isn't on this tab, but we get asked about a lot, is the AUE date as well. So again, coming from Google, so you can see the auto update expiry date. So that's on the warranty tab, just because in terms of keeping those fields, sort of lifecycle fields together. But yeah, we pull that information from Google Admin too.